Today I am bringing you a recently purchased Italian hot sauce. So from the same country that produced sauces that enabled us to do the Stuzzi Loved by Wolves Italian hot sauce review, and the same country that gave us Fatale hot sauce, which was really expensive and then ended up not being that good. And as you can see, this is Italian and not Spanish because the word Sienora is spelled with an I. At least I think that that's an indicator that it's Italian and not Spanish. Other indicators are the word PRIMO and then the Italian flag. Premium Italian American hot sauce that is the perfect blend of flavor and heat. PRIMO is made with the finest ingredients and is guaranteed to take any meal to the next level. Any meal. Well, I'm going to do a little Italian thing here. Although I did it the lazy way. I just took a tortilla and then I put a homemade pizza sauce that I made like 2 weeks ago that somehow miraculously isn't moldy yet, and melted an Italian cheese blend over top. So I made a quasi-Italian because it uses a Mexican flour tortilla. I made a tortilla cheese pizza to sample with this sauce. Because I was too lazy to do an authentically Italian dish. But this does promise. It says it's guaranteed to take any meal to the next level. It doesn't say that you have to make a fancy Italian meal and then put this on it. Like, you can just do any crap. You can make Kraft mac and cheese and put PRIMO Sienora Salsa hot sauce on top of it, and it'll be just fine, according to the recommendations of the bottle. The ingredients in this are ground tomatoes, which are vine-ripened fresh tomatoes, salt, and naturally derived citric acid. And the other ingredients are vinegar chiles. It doesn't say that they're Calabrian chilies. They might be. Butter, garlic, onion, spices, salt, and xanthan gum. Okay, so this is a tomato-based hot sauce. Makes sense. It is Italian. All right. Let's try it by itself, and let's try it over pizza. And, oh my goodness, another problem. I forgot my spoon. Alright, I have located my golden Trump spoon. I like using this golden spoon to sample Italian sauces a lot, as long as it's me sampling them and not Robert De Niro, who claims to be Italian-American, but he's neither Italian nor American. He's nothing. He's a traitor. Anyways, alright, so I've got the golden spoon for the PRIMO hot sauce. I'm going to try it by itself, and then I'm going to try it over my... I was going to call it a shitty little pizza. My unambitious little pizza over a flour tortilla. It's late. I didn't want to do any more than that. Okay. Ooh. It kind of smells like romesco sauce and looks like it, too. Where did they get that? Where did that creaminess come from? We got ground tomatoes, vinegar, chilies, butter. It's the butter. Garlic, onion, spices, salt, and xanthan gum. Okay. Yeah, this has like a creamy texture and a light orange color. And a thickness almost like that of ranch dressing. And I'm dripping it all over the place, but fortunately I put a plate underneath here. I'll show you the whole mess that's going on down here on this plate before I try it. So I've got the remnants of a breaded chicken piece from another video. And then I've got these 2 wedges of this tortilla pizza with the extra spicy tomato sauce that I made 2 weeks ago that somehow isn't moldy yet, and the Italian cheese blend melted over top. But let's try the sauce first. And let's see how it does over pizza. Wow. That just tastes like the nicest, creamiest, semi-spicy, like, what would they call it? A rosé tomato sauce? Or, like, this would be wonderful as a pizza sauce. It tastes like a spicy, creamy pizza sauce. It would also be very good if not used as a pizza sauce itself, used as a dip for pizza and mixed into creamy Italian soups. So, and creamy Italian pastas. But let me talk about the soups first. There's a soup I used to make that was a creamy tomato and cheese tortellini soup with a lot of Parmesan cheese melted into it and a lot of black pepper. Wonderful, wonderful soup. And one thing that soup, when I made it, always lacked was a little bit of spiciness. You would get that from this. By putting a few dollops of that into a soup like that, that would be fantastic. It's a really nice, smooth pizza and pasta style creamy tomato sauce with a hint of spicy pepper. I like it a lot, and this is going to turn out to be a great all-purpose Italian sauce. You know, with those other ones that I mentioned, they have kind of like specific applications. This is good as an all-purpose thing. I can't think of any, you know, like you're making like a penne with Italian sausage and vodka sauce. Put some of this in that. That tortellini soup with the Parmesan cheese that I just mentioned. Oh, and it has fresh basil in it. I forgot. That was one of the ingredients I forgot. Fresh basil and fresh black pepper. Put some of that in that. A chicken Alfredo. A chicken fettuccine Alfredo or a shrimp fettuccine Alfredo could benefit from a dollop of this. Any number of creamy or not just creamy sauces could benefit from a boost, get a boost from this, but, you know, just regular spaghetti sauces. If you're making a bolognese, you could add this with a hint of creamy, to add just a hint of creaminess and a hint of spiciness. This is a great all-around pizza, pasta, and Italian soup additive sauce. It's really good on its own too. It's very tasty, very smooth. Great balance of tomato and pepper. Not very much spice, but it's there. There's just enough. Oh, I really like this. I cannot wait to try it over the pizza. On its own, I'm going to give the spice about a 1.5. Hang on. Sorry. And on the flavor level, I'm going to give it a 7.5. It's not like, you know, mind-blowing enough to be an 8, but it's so good for what it is. It's just a very dependable, all-purpose, slightly spicy, Italian creamy tomato sauce. I don't even know if I would call it a hot sauce. It says it's a hot sauce. I don't really see it that way. In the same sense as when I try, you know, let's say the Cholula Cremosa series that has the Chipotle Cremosa and the Cilantro Lime Cremosa. I don't see those as hot sauces. They're creamy, kind of spicy sauces. That's what this is. This is the Italian variant of a Mexican Cremosa. It is very good. It's a 7.5 for flavor. And it could actually be elevated to a higher rating over pizza. So let's stop rambling and let's try it. Whoa, I put way too much on there. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to scoop a little bit off and put this on the other wedge. Okay. There we go. A little bit redundant because my pizza already has an excessive amount of my spicy tomato sauce on it. You can maybe drizzle this over, I don't know, garlic bread, Italian breadsticks. Maybe take something non-tomatoey and use this as a dip for them. You could do that. Yeah, I have to think a little bit more about how this would apply to different Italian foods. What I'm going to say right now is that I really like this. This is a very pleasant sauce. I'm very happy that I purchased it. I can't actually remember how much I purchased it for, but I'm happy that I bought it. And it has a cool bottle. You know, I like the Italian flag down there, and I like the black and the orange and the yellow. I think the color scheme works really nicely. It's a cool looking bottle. It's a tasty sauce. It has great versatility, very good flavor, just a little bit of a spice. It's a really nice, well-balanced, all-around, creamy Italian sauce. I recommend getting it. Highly.